So you like mysteries, huh? Well, then you gotta go where the stuff that dreams are made of is kept, and that's audible.com. Go to audibletrial.com/IBRT for a free audiobook, from classic mysteries like Dashiell Hammett's The Maltese Falcon to thrillers of a contemporary cut like The Girl on the Train by best-selling author Paula Hawkins. Whether you like dead heiresses in the solarium or hot Tommy guns in the alley, audible.com is your source for mystery. That's audibletrial.com/IBRT, because only a cheap gunsel would pass up a free audiobook, right? audibletrial.com/IBRT.
Following audio drama is rated PG for parental guidance.
Scoop Sisters Mysteries
on Icebox Radio.
Wrong. Ugh, why do I even try? Who was Laertes? Hamlet's cowboy friend who liked lariats. I never claimed to be much of a teacher, but this is not me. This whole town is brain dead. Oh, wait. Hello?
Hello, you.
Who is this?
Let's not play games. I found you.
You always had this cell number. You can't scare me into doing
I
anything.
found you in Icebox. Teaching again, I see. You know, as long as you keep teaching high school English, it's going to be very easy to keep finding you, even if you do keep changing your name.
What do you want?
I want what I always want.
You can't have him.
He's half mine. The courts agree with me.
The courts can think whatever they want. You can't have him.
You don't leave me many options, do you?
Is that a threat?
I don't make threats. Actions are so much more effective.
Hello? Oh, not again.
So there I was, 30-something, divorced, and a victim of the economy. So I did what any independent, self-respecting woman would do after being laid off from the job she'd put 10 years into. I ran home to Mother. That would be plenty traumatic for most women, but my mother is something else.
Melody, come and get your wheat germ before the organic honey congeals.
Or should I say some time else? The 60s to be exact. But Mom stays active, running the local newspaper.
The Nutcase, Volume 1, Issue 1. Dateline, Icebox. Mayor silent on the pothole issue. What corruption is he hiding?
My daughter, Mary,
Hi.
and I keep busy keeping up with Mom. But we've done some good in our little town. In fact, the three of us have solved so many local mysteries that townspeople have taken to calling us.
The Icebox Radio Theater presents The Scoop Sisters in color. Starring Vicki Olsen as Jasmine, Karen Schickel as Melody, and Rachel Adams as Mary. Special guest star Ayla McIntosh as Mrs. Smith. Tonight's episode, New School Blues. Act 1 will begin right after this.
I've decided I'm a masochist. After all, how many 40-year-olds would move in with Mom, then have the stupidity to actually start a business with her? And not a nice gift shop or coffee kiosk. No, we have to start A newspaper.
But that man is pure evil.
A political newspaper. Mother, he's been reelected 6 times. You voted for him twice.
Well, that's hardly the point. He wants to drill for oil in the Alaska National Forest.
Wildlife refuge.
Whatever. He wants to drill. This man wants to rape the land. And my political cartoon shows that.
Yes, Mother, that's the problem. Your political cartoon shows him raping the land. A little too graphically.
I never knew you were such a prude.
It's not a matter of taste. This is obscene. And you did so know I was a prude.
Well, whatever the case, the public needs to know.
So write a column. Don't print a dirty cartoon.
Oh, Melody, when did I ever offend anyone? Oh, Mary's home.
Put away the cartoon.
Oh, Mel.
I hate my life.
Oh, dear.
Easy, Mary. What's wrong?
Everything. First, I'm the new kid in school.
Honey, you've been going there for 3 weeks. You've already been invited to 2 parties.
Quiet, Melanie. Don't interrupt her angst.
And now the teachers are turning against me.
What happened?
Mrs. Smith, honors English, she hates me. She hates everybody. She ran out of slips to send people to the office, so she started making new ones out of scratch paper.
Well, that's very environmentally conscious.
And then today, she tells me my paper was late. You know that 5-pager on Beowulf? She said it was late when I handed it in on Monday.
Hold on. Are you sure you handed it in?
Yes, Mother, I'm sure.
I'm just asking, Mary.
She's disorganized. She's mean. It's probably shoved in a drawer somewhere, and she forgot about it.
I had an English teacher just like that once. She used to put all our papers in a cracker box.
Wait. That was you. You did that the year you substituted for Mr. Schmidt.
Oh, yeah, I did.
Anyway, now she tells me I'm going to get docked for the paper being late when I had it in on time. I hate her so much.
Okay. Look, kiddo, I'll tell you what. You print out another copy of the paper and I'll take it in to Mrs. Smith.
What good is that going to do?
I do have some skills as a negotiator, you know.
Fine, whatever. I just want this to end. Ugh.
Oh, youth.
What does that mean?
Well, everything doesn't need to mean something. I was just reveling in memory.
I suppose I'll need to find time to go down to school tomorrow.
Oh, that sounds like fun. We'll shock them into making sense. How about we write an article showing them we won't let them mess with our little girl?
I am going down there to talk. Just talk.
The pen is mightier than the sword, Melanie.
For the last time, Mother, you named me Melody.
A little variety never hurt anyone.
Stupid teachers, stupid school, stupid town. Whoa, this is new. Do you want to join the group? I wish death on Rhonda Smith. Yes, I do.
Mrs. Smith?
Oh, you startled me. Yes, can I help you?
Hi, I'm Melody Roberts, Mary's mother.
Oh, yes. A very bright girl. She's a pleasure to have in class.
Thank you. Do you have a minute?
Actually, I'm very busy right now.
Oh, another class or tutoring?
Fine, I guess I can talk for a few minutes.
Great. It's about this assignment, a paper on Beowulf. I think we all had to struggle against that one. I mean, I understand why you teach it. It's so formative to literature, but it's a rough thing to read.
We didn't read it. We watched the movie.
Oh. Well, anyway, I brought Mary's paper with me. And I was wondering if maybe we could talk about her points on the project.
The paper was late. I have a standardized policy, a copy of which the students all got at the beginning of the term.
Yes, but she said she'd handed it in already.
With all due respect, Mrs.
Roberts.
Mrs. Roberts, your daughter is 13. She's living in text message land halfway between Hannah, Montana and Boise. These kids don't remember anything.
Well, that's a bit of a generalization, don't you think?
Well, if you had to spend all day with them and you saw the same behaviors over and over and over again, you might not call it a generalization. You might call it a fact of life.
Is it at all possible that her paper...
Mrs. Roberts, I'm very busy.
I mean, with all due respect, I think it's possible something could get lost around this desk, the state it's in.
Excuse me?
And what are all these boxes over here?
Oh, that's science equipment. The school was storing them in this room. I've been trying to get them to move it for months. What are you doing?
I just noticed that you had some papers piled on top of them here.
Don't touch that. That's school district property.
It's just very easy here for things to have fallen down behind them.
Mrs. Roberts, would you mind very much
Here.
Oh, those are students' papers. You shouldn't be looking at them.
And here it is. Beowulf by Mary Roberts. Dated Monday. You see, this was just a big misunderstanding.
Well, be that as it may, your daughter's paper was late.
But it wasn't.
They are responsible for making sure I get their papers.
Yes, I see, but you
These
had
are 13-year-olds. She may still be a baby in your eyes, but she needs to learn some responsibility sometime. And that should start with making sure her work is in on time.
Which it was, obviously.
Are you suggesting that I hid your daughter's paper?
No, of course not. Isn't it obvious it accidentally...
Irregardless of what she told you, I do not sabotage students' grades. The kids do a really good job of that themselves.
Then how did the paper get behind a stack of boxes?
She put it there. How else?
What? That doesn't even make sense. You put a stack of papers on top of those boxes. They got jostled. The papers fell down. That's obvious.
Obvious to you. Look, why don't you just get out of here before I knock another point off of the grade, okay?
What?
I've really got to go.
Hey, you can't... Wait, Mrs. Smith!
It's just so hard, Grandma.
Oh, I know, dear, but we'll straighten it out. And remember, regardless of what your mother says, never trust anyone in authority.
I thought that was never trust anyone over 30.
Oh, well, it used to be, yes, but we had to change that.
Why?
Oh, well, there's the car. I think Melody's home.
I hope it went okay. Mrs. Smith is a really aggravating person.
And your mother is the best diplomat I know. I'll bet Mrs. Smith didn't even know what hit her. Hello, Melody. Oh, dear.
Mom, are you okay?
Mary, go to your room.
Is everything okay?
Just go to your room, please.
Well, this is about her, Melody. I think she has the right to hear what happened.
It's not about what happened that I'm worried about. It's what's going to happen next.
What's going to happen next?
That is on a need-to-know basis. You are going to your room, so when they arrest me, you won't have to testify.
Mom?
Well, I think you should go to your room, Mary.
I'm going to start by shaving her head.
Oh, you really should go to your room, Mary.
Then I want to break something. But what? Fingers? Toes? Something small, but painful.
Mom?
Mary!
Go to your room.
No, I'm staying here with you.
Mary!
Look, I've had all term with her. I'm an expert in putting up with Rhonda Smith. You need me, Mom. If you want to stay out of jail, you need me.
Who said anything about jail? I've got at least a half hour of temporary insanity left.
Mary, this is an emergency. Go to the hope chest next to the TV.
Okay.
Open it and bring me the green pillow that's inside. It should be near the top.
The green...
You mean this one?
Bingo, dear. Now, give it to your mother right away.
You saved it?
Give it to your mother now.
I can't believe you...
What is it?
It's a special heirloom, a cushy velvet crutch that your mother needed to live 18 years with me.
I can't...
It's your mother's screaming pillow.
Wow, she told me about that.
Yes, I was never very proud of the fact my daughter needed a screaming pillow. Oh, but, well, nobody's perfect.
okay, Mom?
That felt good. You told me you burned this.
Yes, well, it isn't exactly on my list of favorite things, but I couldn't really see getting rid of it. It was very important to you.
It even smells the same.
Ew.
I said it smelled the same, not good. There's a lot of angst, anger, and frustration in there, you know.
Mom, you should get that cleaned.
Oh, probably. Thanks, Mother. I know it wasn't easy to bring this out.
Oh, water over the dam, Melody. Besides, I hadn't seen you that upset since your best friend went to the prom with that boy you liked.
Ooh, drama.
How about something a little more contemporary, Mary? Like your English problem?
You met with her.
I have seen the enemy, and she is annoying. Could stand to lose a few pounds, too.
Mom, meow.
I don't know if we can get those points back, but you certainly have my permission to hand in the original paper.
You found it.
In the room, behind some boxes.
What?
Oh, that's typical. Mrs. Smith makes piles everywhere and then loses stuff all the time. Then she always blames us.
Oh, now, Mary.
Mom? It's just like Mr. Rhododendron, remember?
Mr. Who?
His real name was Mr. Roden, but we called him Mr. Rhododendron. History teacher. Lost everything. And what he didn't lose, he forgot. I think Mom was in the office once a week my entire sophomore year.
Oh, Mr. Rhododendron, of course. You know, he once did a whole school board meeting with a shirt wiener.
A what?
A shirt wiener, Mom. You know when a man leaves his fly open and he's wearing a dress shirt, so part of it sticks out of the fly like...
Thank you, Mary. I get the picture. And believe me, it doesn't help at all. We never did get anywhere with the school and Mr. Rhododendron. We just had to wait for him to retire.
Oh, didn't I ever tell you? He hit the lottery about a year after you left and retired early. He lives in the Caymans now.
I think I need my scream pillow.
Mom, what are we gonna do?
I don't know, honey. I'll just need to think about it. I'm sure there's someone in the office who will listen to me.
It's so unfair.
I know. But, honey, from what I saw of that woman, she is suffering far worse than any of us could ever know.
Leave me alone. Just leave me alone. You can't have him.
The Icebox Radio Theater will be back after this short commercial break.
Mom, where are you?
Living room, hon. I'm putting the finishing touches on the proofs.
Finishing touches? I thought I got one more look, Mother.
Oh, keep your pants on. I fixed the cartoon.
Oh, well, speaking of keeping pants on, I like it.
Yes, it's thoroughly staid and appropriate and boring. I hope you're happy.
Mom, we couldn't have printed that, and you know it.
Well, I don't see why in the internet age.
Because our internet edition is edited by a teenager, and I'd just as soon she not learn about the facts of life from political cartoons drawn by her grandmother.
Well, when you put it like that.
She home yet?
Oh, what time is it? Was I supposed to pick her up?
No, Mother. Relax. Besides, there she is.
Hi.
Hello, dear.
Wait a minute.
What?
What do you mean, what? How did it go?
How did what go? Oh, yeah, English.
Yes, English.
I handed in the paper.
What did she say?
Nothing.
Nothing? But I didn't think... Nothing?
Mom, don't be such a drama queen. She took 2 points off. No big deal. I'll be in my room.
But wait!
Melody, are you all right?
What happened?
Well, nothing, obviously.
What do you mean nothing? I went to war for that girl.
Oh, Melody, we're talking about high school. Fires burn brightly, but briefly.
So that huge temper tantrum?
Could very well be back tomorrow. But for right now...
Are any of those cookies left?
there are more important things.
I feel old.
Oh, hold on, dear. Senility's coming, and that's much more fun.
Okay, that's the drugstore. That leaves Pete's Pet Palace and Food for Less, and we will have officially delivered our 3rd edition to the public. Let's go, Mom.
Shh. Keep your voice down.
What? What is it?
I think we're being followed.
Mother, we talked about this. Just because they're in a black sedan does not mean they're out to get you.
A black sedan that's followed us for the past 3 stops, stopping when we do and continuing on when we start?
Where?
Back there by the coffee shop.
I don't see anything.
Well, it's right there, Melody. Look in the mirror.
Mother, there is no black sedan behind us.
Well, of course not. It's the green one.
This black sedan is green.
Well, don't be silly. Of course it's green. There's 2 men in it, and they've been following us.
Why?
Well, I don't know. All I know is that we've been publishing some pretty hot stuff lately, and I think someone has noticed.
We print casserole recipes and pictures from fishing trips.
Okay, I'll show you. I'm going to pull out real slow.
Okay, and they're pulling out too, but they're probably just going the same way.
One way to find out.
Mother, what are you doing?
Hang on, Mel. We're going to skin this hog.
This is not a hog, it's a Taurus wagon.
With 6 cylinders and the law of physics on her side once she gets going.
Are you calling my car fat?
Oh, don't buy into the body image propaganda. Hold on.
Mother, you're going to kill us.
Are they still back there?
Well, yes, they are.
Aha. Well, they're up against the best wheelman in the Big Ten Conference now.
What does that mean?
Let's just say the radicals from the Big Ten schools got together once, and guess who won the obstacle course?
Mother, tree!
Oh, see?
You're going to get us killed!
Just a few more blocks.
Where are you going?
The police station. Oh, maybe that cute cop is on duty.
I don't think the police like us since you called them a cadre of fascist lackeys in your last column.
Oh, I'm not going in. I'm just testing a theory.
Mother! Mrs. Anderson!
I see her. Hello, Mrs. Anderson. Just about.
Mother, what are you going to?
Hold on.
We're parked.
Uh-huh.
We're parallel parked between 2 squad cars.
I'll teach you that trick if you like, but it is best to practice on traffic cones first.
Are they?
Right there. They came to a stop half a block away.
What are they doing?
Just as I thought. They didn't like that we came to the police station.
Who?
I don't know, dear, but let's keep a lookout from now on. I've got a feeling the black sedan will be back. Melody? Coffee?
No, thanks. I have some. I had some. It's too late in the afternoon.
It's just after 1. You seem so distracted.
Of course I'm distracted. We were tailed on our distribution route today, and your little car chase didn't help my nerves any.
And you've been sitting by the window since we got home, just staring.
They could be out there.
Oh, take it from someone who's been paranoid a lot longer than you have, Mel. They won't be back tonight.
How do you know?
We made them, dear.
We what?
We spotted them, made them blow their cover. Honestly, I didn't know it was so tough getting smart people to follow suspicious characters like us.
We are not suspicious.
Well, we are to someone. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have run that cartoon.
Mother? Regret from you?
Caution. I'm allowed a little at my age, aren't I?
Well, I don't like this. I think we should call the police.
Well, unless you want to go flirt with that cute one, I don't think it'll do any good. Some strangers were following us. I doubt they broke any laws.
What?
Thinking.
Dangerous?
Yes, but sometimes necessary, even when your attic is as filled with as many cobwebs as mine.
Well, don't leave me in suspense. Shoot.
Well, we've done 3 issues. Most of our material is pretty bland, but I do fire my occasional flaming arrow at the buttocks of the patriarchy.
Poetically put. Go on.
Well, I was just looking through the back issues, and a few of the significant stories we've run, they all have one thing in common.
Really? And that is?
Senator Oxnard.
The satyr from your most recent cartoon?
The saint. Oh, satyr. I like that. I'll have to work that one in.
You've written about Oxnard before?
Well, I didn't even realize I was doing it. But I went back, and my first editorial was about the evils of long-term congressmen, and I used him as an example. Then the last issue, I had a paragraph about the resource committee he chairs, and then the cartoon.
So Oxnard was featured in all of our issues?
Mm-hmm. And I didn't even realize I was doing it either.
Wait, are you suggesting that a United States congressman is having us followed?
Well, I don't know, Melody, but that makes about as much sense as anything.
What does that mean? It doesn't make any sense at all.
All right, you tell me why we're being followed.
I don't know, but I don't know everything that's in your past either.
Oh, it's nice to hear I'm still dangerous to someone.
Plus, I do read the paper now and again, Mother. Congressmen do not have people followed. The FBI, the CIA, the NSA, they might, but congressmen? It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, you're right. They probably send thugs to break up our printing press anyway.
Our printing press is an inkjet printer. I wish thugs would break it so we could buy a new one.
But still, who would be following us?
Like I say, I'm just the daughter out of a job. I haven't done anything wrong short of a parking ticket in 7 years.
No, you never did.
Does it ever disappoint you?
Does what?
Oh, the fact that I didn't go off and change the world like you'd hoped.
Oh, Melody, I never wanted you to change the world. And it wasn't like you went working for Reagan and all that he spawned. You had a family. You had a career.
I had a job. I'd hardly call it a career.
But you had a family and a wonderful daughter.
So it never disappointed you that I didn't go stop the seal hunt or save the redwoods?
Well, you don't buy seal meat or redwood siding, do you?
Last house I had before this one was a rental. Vinyl siding, I think.
Then you did your part. I'm very proud of my daughter and of my granddaughter.
Speaking of which, she's at school, yes?
Yes, why?
Look, our black sedan, that's really green, is back.
Oh, dear. Well, this isn't like them at all.
They're coming up the walk, Mother.
Oh, dear.
What does your Big Ten championship radical training tell you about this?
Well, I don't know. The pigs never strolled up to the house in my day.
Mother?
Well, I'm sorry, Melody. I don't imagine... But...
Melody Roberts?
Yeah. Yes?
Good afternoon, ma'am. I'm Agent Park. This is Agent Marvin.
Afternoon.
We're with the FBI, ma'am. We were wondering if we can ask you some questions.
We've got nothing to hide. Senator Oxnard is a public figure and as such is not covered by libel laws.
And you are?
Marianne Kupchak. That's the mother.
The Marianne Kupchak?
So you can just forget about getting any answers out of us until I see my attorney, and when he gets his hands on
Wait,
you,
Your file is required reading at the Academy, ma'am. During the 60s, you were a prime example of a politically motivated domestic terrorist.
Really? Oh, young man, would you like some coffee?
Not right now, ma'am. We do have some questions.
We really don't... We're just starting this newspaper, and...
No, ma'am, you don't understand. We're not here about the newspaper, and we're not here about your mother.
You're not?
Why are you here, then?
Ma'am, does your daughter take English at the local high school from one Rhonda Smith?
Yes?
Is your daughter at home?
It's a school day.
We need to talk to her right away. We have a situation at the high school, and we believe your daughter knows something about it.
The Scoop Sisters' New School Blues will return. Here are some scenes from the conclusion of The Scoop Sisters' New School Blues.
My daughter was just dragged in for questioning by the FBI.
You sure this will drive her crazy?
Trust me, if you don't like Rhonda Smith, this is the worst thing you can say to her.
So I say we get inside the building before they arrive.
Good idea.
No, it isn't.
Well, well, well. The bird's back in her cage at last.
New School Blues starred Ayla McIntosh as Rhonda Smith, Justin Kapla as Mr. X and Agent Marvin, Varian Irwin as Agent Park, Kieran Irwin as the Teen. Rachel Adams played Mary, Victoria Olsen was Jasmine, and Karen Schickel was Mel. New School Blues was written and directed by Jeffrey Adams. Sound effects designed and realized by Dave Irwin. This program copyright 2009 by the Icebox Radio Theater. All rights reserved. On the web at iceboxradio.org.